The poison of youth. In the first episode, we reflect on something uncomfortable. We begin in darkness, the womb, the helpless childhood, total dependence, and yet, even after such suffering, we did not awaken. Now comes the most dangerous stage of human life, youth. Strength increases, energy rises, desires explodes, and discrimination quietly weakens. That is, the third verse of Stotram describes the stage with brutal clarity. It says, "In youth I was beaten by the 5 poisonous serpents." What are the serpents? The 5 senses: sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. Each sense is not a problem, but when uncontrolled, each becomes a venomous force. Vedanta gives powerful examples. The deer is trapped by sound, the elephant is trapped by touch, the moth is destroyed by attraction to light, the fish is caught by taste, the bee is trapped by fragrance. Each animal is destroyed by attachment to just one senses. Human beings have all 5, and we are proud of it. In youth, the senses are powerful, the body is strong, sleep is deep, recovery is fast, confidence is high, and the mind says, "Nothing can happen to me." This is the most dangerous illusion. The verse says, "My discrimination was destroyed." Viveka means the ability to distinguish between what is permanent and what is temporary, between what is essential and what is trivial, between what liberates and what binds. In youth, that clarity weakens. Peer approval becomes important. Attraction becomes overwhelming. Comparison becomes constant. Ambitions become intoxicating. Today, this stage is amplified. You are not only competing with your neighborhood, you are competing with the world. Through a small screen in your hand, constant stimulation, constant comparison, constant desire. The modern world has industrialized distraction, and we call it progress. The verse continues. Immerse in children, wealth, and relationship. Completely absorbed. Let us observe carefully. First comes attraction, then attachment, then identity. You begin to define yourself by your relationship, by your income, by your status. Your password change. When single, they are random. When in love, they reflect one name. After marriage, they reflect another. After children, they reflect yet another. Your identity migrates constantly, and in that migration, you forgot to ask, who am I really? Not the role, not the relationship, not the income bracket. Who am I? Because youth feels infinite. Time feels abundant. Health feels permanent. Opportunity feels endless. But life does not guarantee continuity. Look around. Athletes collapse unexpectedly. Celebrities disappear from relevance in a year. Career peak and decline. Markets rise and fall. Relationship transform. But when ego is strong, humility disappears. The verse says, "My heart was filled with pride." Pride is subtle. It does not always shout. Sometimes it whispers. I am self-made. I am different. I am exceptional. I do not need guidance. I do not need tradition. I do not need discipline. This is the voice of unexamined youth. And even if age increases, the psychology can remain. You can be 45 and still psychologically 22. Because biological age does not guarantee maturity. Only reflection produces maturity. The real tragedy described in this verse is not desire, it is forgetfulness. Shiva was not remembered, not because there was no time, but because there was no priority. Temple visits may happen, rituals may happen, but serious inquiry does not happen. Meditation does not happen. Self-examination does not happen. The mind is outward, completely outward, and this outward movement strengthens the identity with the body and personality. The stronger the identity, the stronger the fear of loss. The stronger the fear, the stronger the anxiety. You may appear successful, but inwardly there is restlessness. And because restlessness is uncomfortable, more stimulation is added, more work, more entertainment, more goals, more noise. Silence becomes frightening. Why? Because in silence you may have to face yourself. The Stotram is not condemning youth, it is diagnosing unconscious living. It is saying you had intelligence, you had capacity, you had opportunity, but you did not inquire. You did not ask the fundamental question, what is freedom? What is the purpose of human birth? You optimize your lifestyle, but you did not examine the existence. And when slowly time moves, strength begins to decline, speed reduces, energy shifts, and what you postpone in youth begins to confront you. In the next episode, we will enter the old age, where illusion weakens, but attachment often remains, where the body slows down, but desire may not, where dependence returns, and spiritual practices become difficult if it was not cultivated earlier. Reflect honestly. Are you using your strength wisely? Or are you merely intensifying the distraction? On this Mahashivaratri, before asking for blessing, ask yourself, if youth is consumed by stimulation and ego, when will I seek truth? Episode 3 will be deeper, softer, and urgent. Hari Om.